The past 2 weeks, is what I would typically consider a failure for myself. I don't know if you've seen those YouTubers, they're photographers, but they go out and they take pictures, usually on film, because it has this more mystic, unattainable quality to film photography. But they go out and they record themselves taking photos, street photography, oftentimes, and they make these really cool videos about it, and they're really satisfying. It's like you get to see through the eyes of a photographer. It's really cool. Anyways, the past 8 days or so, I was taking film photos and trying to make one of these cool point of view videos where I go around and record the city and record the pictures I take. And then you send the film off to the shop and they develop it, and then in 5 to 7 days they send it back to you. And it's all more expensive than you expect. It takes longer than you expect, the development time. But by the time they send you this Dropbox link where you get to go and see the scans of the film photos for the first time, because you can't preview it on your camera, you know? So you get this link to your scans, and I swear it's like a drug. It is genuinely thrilling, and you feel so much anticipation going to see how these photos turned out. I recommend trying it. So I went and opened this link to look at the scans of the photos I had taken, and they were pretty much all garbage. They were some of the worst photos I've ever taken in my life. They were out of focus more often than not. They were underexposed, or the lighting conditions were just not great. There was lots of motion blur, like I wasn't standing still enough. And then also on top of that, a lot of the time the photos, even if they had been perfect, there just wasn't much to the composition. It just wasn't that interesting of a photo. So I had this pretty thought out plan in my head. I took video of days of these like photo walks that I was going on. And then I didn't have the photos to show for it. The photos are bad. And stay tuned and I will show you. But the reason I'm talking about all of this is because this is when I give up, typically. This is when my mind says, okay, that didn't work out. It wasn't meant to happen. And I get attached to an idea of what the next thing is that I should be focused on. Because I failed at this thing. And I feel this way all the time when I'm trying something new. As soon as I'm on that edge of, I'm no longer doing this for fun, I'm doing this for a purpose, I start comparing myself to others, and I just don't have the skill set to be the photographer, in this example, that I want to be. And because I can't be who I want to be, I'm embarrassed of the photographer that I am, which is very much an amateur. And so I'd rather not be a photographer at all than be a bad photographer. So this is typically where I give up. But I am now trying to be more open about kind of the hot mess that I am. Like, I want to blow up all of the preconceived notions of who I am, or how tidy my life is, or how successful I am, or whatever. Like, I want to drop all that shit. I just want to wear it all on my sleeve. And so who I am the type of person to give up when I am not great at something, and to put it behind me. In the past, I've done it with skateboarding. I've done it with tennis. I have done it with art, different types of art. I may have just done it with my career. I think that was a part of it, but not really all of it. But I'm not going to let this moment, and I know this may seem like a small thing in your eyes as a viewer from the outside looking in. You may think, dude, of course you're not great at shooting photography. Like, this is your first time doing it. But that's just not how my brain works. I don't know where it comes from. I don't care. My point is, I'm gonna keep going. I don't know if it's gonna be photography. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm not gonna shot, like, I was so discouraged when I got these photos back that it was like pulling teeth getting myself to make this YouTube video. It's important for me to get comfortable with that feeling of failure and to let go of pretending that I'm gonna be an expert at everything I try. To let go of the perfectionism that is really undermining any of my creative success. So, here is, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes of me walking around the amazing, beautiful city of Philadelphia, taking photos. I hope you enjoy it. If you've made it this far, you're a real one. I appreciate you. If you're not interested in looking at my bad film photography, and you want to just leave the video on, I've got some ambient music playing with it. That'd be pretty nice. That's a good way to support me, if you want to support me. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Sorry it took me like 8 days to make this video, or I don't even know how long it took. Maybe more than that. I really want to find a system where I'm making 4 or 5 videos a week. Anyway, I'm just trying different things until I figure that out. So thank you for sticking with me. But yeah, here you go. Enjoy some scenes of Philadelphia.
when you develop them, if you want us to sign it.
I'll bring him back.
I'm just kidding you. Is this what you do for a living?
That's what I'm trying to do for a living.
Okay.
If I can get my hat out of the frame.
I hear you. You got your own board.
a little bit. I just took my little camera out to, I think, the Italian market. It was kind of like Broad Street and Washington. I just like saw an area on Google Maps that said like popular or like busy area, and I was like, screw it, that's where I'm going. Anyways, there's just so much going on at that little intersection. There's all these butchers with hog heads and windows and shit. I'm not gonna lie, that guy just scared the shit. I ended up shooting through an entire roll of film in, I don't know, an hour and a half. I'm an amateur. What can I say? What can I say?